A very good morning, children, and welcome back. Children, today we shall revise your grammar portion, okay? Now, I will not be doing each and every topic, but we'll touch on some of the topics because we've already given you the topics in the earlier videos, okay? So, watch them too. So, let's start with the revision. Now, here the first topic is determiners. Now, what are determiners? Determiners is a word placed in front of a noun to specify quantity. Like, take for example, you should say one dog, many dogs. Okay, now the noun is dogs. But which is the word that is placed in front of the noun? You have one and you have many. So they are determiners. You even have, they clarify the noun refers to. Okay, what the noun refers to. Take for example, my dog, that dog, the dog. Now these all, my, that, the, all are determiners. So they are the words, okay children? And determiners can be classified in any of the following. Now it can be in any of these form. It can be an article. Now article you all know, no children? A, an and the. So if you have any of these, means these are determiners. Then you have demonstrative noun. Like when you point out, like this, that, these, those, okay? Those are all determiners. Then possessive noun, my, yours, his, hers, its, ours, theirs. These are all determiners. And quantifier. Now quantifier means what? Quantity. No? When we say many, much, more, most, some. So in all these cases, these are the words. Okay? It can come as article, demonstrative noun, possessive noun or quantifier. They are all under determiners. So let's see examples to understand this. Now suppose you get a question like pick out the determiners and underline the noun which they specify. So suppose you get a sentence, I took a new name every month. Now you look at the sentence carefully. Which is the determiner here? A. Okay, I took a new name and even every. Okay, both are determiners. Now you have to tell which noun they specify. So noun comes after the determiner. So which is the noun after a? It is name. Okay. And here after every is month. So like this you have to specify. Okay. So which noun they specify. Then the next, yes, I think some of the decisions were unfortunate. Now some here is the determiner. Which noun it is specifying? Come on. Decisions. Yes. So likewise children, you go through the other three examples here. Then you can get a question, fill in the blanks choosing the correct alternatives from the brackets. Now, you have this question on determiners. You have the determiners already given in the bracket. But you have to choose the correct one. Now, see the first one. She hasn't got dash brothers or sisters. Now, many of us sometimes we say, she hasn't got no brothers or sisters. No, that's not right. That's wrong English. We'll say she hasn't got any brothers or sisters. Then here he wrote a personal reply to dash letter. So you say what? He wrote a personal reply to each letter, not every letter, each letter. Then we have got dash food to last for dash days. So which will be the correct determiners? Come on, look at this now. We have got enough food to last for many days. Then the next topic here is tenses. Children, you know that there are three types of tenses, present, past and future. And in each you have four types. Now which are the four types? You know that you have in present, like you have simple present, then present continuous, present perfect and present perfect continuous. Okay, likewise you have for past tense and future tense. So you will get a sentence and you are asked to change it. So suppose you get in simple past, I played football. This is already over action and you have to change it into future continuous. So in future continuous, how you will say, I will be playing football. So you will do this table thoroughly well, children. You can solve any sentences if you know this table well. Alright? Then a very simple topic, question tag. Now this too is very simple, but you need to remember some rules. Now here if you say, she likes tennis. It is a positive, or you can say affirmative sentence and the question tag will be negative. Doesn't she? Then my brother didn't listen to pop music. It is a negative sentence. You have a positive question tag. Did he? Alright, they will go to the birthday party. Won't they? It hasn't rained yet. Has it? Now, what are the basic rules that you have to remember in question tags, children? Question tag comes at the end of the sentence. And when the sentence is affirmative. Affirmative means when it is positive, question tag is what? Negative. And when the sentence is negative, like this one, it is negative, what will be the question tag? Positive. And when you write the question tag, children, remember, you have to write the entire sentence, a comma, and then you put what? The auxiliary verb. Now, which verb here it is? Has. So, it will come has only here. Okay. Sometimes you don't have the verb, but you have to think which will be the right verb. And then you put what? You have the subject personal pronoun. Like here it is it, you will put it. Here it is she, you will put she. Don't put some other pronoun, okay? That will be wrong. Then you have exceptional cases like if you say, let's sunbathe today, then shall we. Let's, if it comes, remember, it is positive sentence and it will be positive question tag. I'm getting red, aren't I? And if it is an imperative sentence, like, it's a request or a command, pass me the salt, will you? Or if you have negative words like no, never, hardly, some, nobody, little, if you have examples like these, children, what will be the question tag? It will be positive. He never comes, does he? There is no reason for leaving now, is there? Okay, so these are exceptional cases. Then the next topic is what are modal auxiliaries. Now this also you have a separate video and I'm sure by now you know which are the modal verbs, okay? Can, could, may, might, must, ought to, shall, should, will, would and need. All these are modal auxiliaries. Then the question which will come for your exam is, pick out the modal auxiliary and you have to state their function. Now what do you mean by state their function? Like see, look at this example. She can play the piano. Now which is the modal auxiliary? Can. Correct? Now what function does it indicate? It indicates a function of ability that she can play the piano. Okay? Like take this example. I could run fast when I was young. So could. Okay? So could here is showing what? Ability. So like that you have different functions, permission, advice, obligation, possibility. So go through these examples. Okay? And write it down in your notebook. Now here I have given you already examples of sentences here or modal auxiliary. What you need to do is you have to state their function. Alright, this is for homework. So pause the video, go through this, practice this for you in your notebook. Then you have use same word as noun and verb. Now if you're given a word and you have to use it as a noun and verb. So how do you do it? Noun, I have a lot of work to do. So you use the word work here, but it is what? A noun. Which is the verb here? Verb is have. Work is not the verb, it is the noun. Now if you have to make it a verb, how do you put it? A person must work hard to achieve his or her goal. Then you have the word paint. Paint as a noun, how you will write it? I like that paint. As a verb, do you want to paint? Then taste. Noun, I like the taste of chocolate. Verb will be what? Taste that ice cream. Then we even did direct and indirect speech. And direct speech means what, children? These are the exact words of the speaker. And you always, how can you find out whether it's direct speech? Inverted commas. Like Ben said, I have a dental appointment this evening. Now if you write it in indirect speech, how you will write it, children? What is it? Indirect speech, or we even call it reported speech. Now this is reported, means you tell somebody else. Now suppose you hear this dialogue, okay, Ben said. Now you're going to go and tell others. How will you say that? Ben said that he had a dental appointment that evening. That this evening becomes that. So there is a change in the, in the verb also, there's a change even in the pronoun also. So be careful when you are changing into indirect speech. Now I have put some examples here, children, from your text, okay. These are simple examples and all of these you have to change into indirect or reported speech. So I will not be reading through the sentences. You can pause the video and do these sentences for practice. Then we touched on her topic, what is a clause? The types of clauses also we did. And when we talking about clause, children, mainly main or independent clause we said, and subordinate or dependent clause. It's divided into two parts of the sentence. And in subordinate, we have how many types, children? We have noun clause, adjective clause, and adverb clause. Now let's see some examples. All these are textual examples, okay? Now you have to underline the subordinate clause and state their kind. Now, underlining subordinate clause. Now, how do you identify from where subordinate clause starts, children? You have to see where is the subordinate conjunction. So here, who is the subordinate conjunction? So from here will be the subordinate clause. Who was widely renowned for his wisdom. And you have what clause it will be? Subordinate adjective clause, because it is qualifying the noun hermit. Then, if you can cook, then maybe I can feed you. So here the subordinate conjunction is if. So from here you have the subordinate clause, okay? So if you can cook, subordinate adverb clause of condition, because you're saying if and it's an adverb. Then I found what I love to do early in life. Now here you have the subordinate conjunction what. So from there you have the subordinate clause. What I love to do in life. The entire half sentence here will be subordinate. And it will be what? It will be noun clause, because it is answering the question what. Now these are the important points, children. You need to remember, listen very carefully to this. You have to refer all the videos of English workshop. Now children, in your textbooks, you have English workshop. And you've got English exercise, grammar exercises also there. So all those topics are also there for your exam, which I have not done in this revision video because it's not possible to do everything. So you are going to see through all the English workshop videos that we have done in language study. Write all the sentences of this video in your book for practice. Now, in your exams, you are going to have language paper in 3 parts. Now, how is it going to be? You know, part A will be LMS, my test, that is prose, entire prose and poetry, okay? It will be only prose and poetry questions. So, you have my test, that will be of how much marks here? It will be of 40 marks. Then you have my part B will be my assignment, MCQ question. You don't have rapid reading, okay children? We have only grammar. So, 20 sentences of grammar will come and it will be uploaded on where? My assignment. And it is MCQ question. So, just 20 marks, that is 20 marks of grammar you will have. So, refer to all the grammar videos, okay? The topics which I have done and the English workshop topics. Then, part 3, you have my assignment, that is writing skill. Now, in writing skill, children, you will be getting 4 topics to write on. 4 different topics. You have one will be on expansion of idea, one will be interview questions, one will be speech writing and one will be dialogue writing. And each of them carries 5 marks. So, you get 20 marks for your assignment. This also comes on your assignment, okay, on your LMS. So, that is for 20 marks there. And you will have to upload this 4 times because you're putting, and on the same day of your exam, okay. All this has to be uploaded on the same day of your exam. And of course, 20 marks that orals that you have given us already. So, total you have what? You have 800 marks total here. Okay, children? So, prepare likewise. I am sure you've already started preparing and you will do well if you look through all the videos of your LMS on the LMS that is given. Alright? All the best for your exams, children, and God bless you.